Hey everyone, and welcome back to Gearblocks. Last week, I put the engine for the T2 in the back, and it was actually quite a lot of fun, and I like how it turned out. It actually looks pretty cool, and then I added this little bit of ducting just to help airflow off camera. It does really good wheelies now, but of course it does, because all the weight's in the back, not the front. By the way, today, I am going to try and do a little bit of tuning on the track car because it handles pretty badly. I will show everyone just how badly it handles. I need to redo the gearbox as well, but if we just go for a quick spin. Its top speed is horrible too because of the gearbox I'm using. So it's kind of hard to test the handling when I can't even get to a good speed. But as you can tell, the ride height's too high. I need to soften the springs, stiffen the dampening, and yeah, it acts really weird at the moment. Someone suggested making it more of a hatchback. I think that could help, kind of like a Renault Clio or a Peugeot or something. But yeah, actually kind of funny, I used to call Peugeot Paguido. Either way, I'm also extremely tired at the moment. I didn't sleep well at all last night, and I don't know why. But yeah, just kind of bear with me. So I'm going to drop these down to 25. And see. Yeah, that's way too low now. This is such a pain in the butt sometimes. Why is it... Why is it wiggling? 35. It's so much easier to get the desired ride height with dual rate style suspension than it is with this. And that one's down there. Let's go down to 40. I was hoping to also put cantilever suspension on the rear, but it just doesn't fit. There isn't really any space to do it, and it's not really needed either. I usually only do cantilever suspension in this to control suspension travel and to keep the weight towards the inside of the vehicle. Still too stiff. I could easily make it so that the alignment is fully adjustable, so camber, caster, toe, everything. But when I... Ooh, problem. I'll explain in a moment. But when I did that with the T2, it went through battery power way too fast. Like, it was nuts. The arm... Or no, maybe not. I thought when it goes up it was gonna hit the inside of the wheel well, but I guess not. That should be fine. That is still way too stiff. The front suspension is going to be a little touchy though when adjusting it, because the wheel side has a slight mechanical advantage over... Actually, no, sorry. The spring side has a mechanical advantage over the wheel side. Go down by 3 this time. Alright, that's a bit closer. Still not quite where I want it, but it's fine for now. So let's see what that did. Other than lower it. Being a bit lower, it should now have slightly better stability. If it'll even go. It's in 3rd, come on. This gearbox is horrible. I put in my sequential 6-speed, but it needs a lot of work. It doesn't work properly. I could put in the 6-speed that Laws made, but then I wouldn't really be able to upload it. I don't like uploading creations with parts that other people made. Can I disable the collision of the wheels and still have it work properly? Should have opened these before recording, but either way, I'm pretty sure disabling collision is only for other parts. It doesn't stop it from hitting the ground, which it clearly. So that is still being weird. Yeah, I will disable the collision for that. And then that's already disabled. It doesn't really. The rear or the front suspension isn't working at all now. Turn. Why would the front suspension not be working at all now? There's nothing stopping it. I still need to redo the front sway bar. Okay, I guess it is moving a little bit. You can see it's up a tiny bit. I'm gonna try and go over to the ledge and see if it'll do anything. That shouldn't be colliding with anything. Like, it shouldn't be doing that. I can't tell if the dog is itching himself or if someone's at the door. Okay. Why? Well, that doesn't help, for one. That's way too stiff. What's the back at? One thing that sucks is the torsion spring is way stiffer than the other springs. You can see it moving a tiny bit, but there's something causing issues, and I don't know what. And it's driving me nuts. Like, it still won't. Okay. It's a pin. Should be right. Yep. Okay. So the suspension is moving. As you can see. But it's being such a pain in the butt. This is why I haven't uploaded the car yet. It's got issues. And I don't want it to have issues when I upload it. So I'm going to do a little bit of work. I should have also done this a little differently. I should have moved these in more. I should have done the suspension on that the way I did it on... Oh no. Did I save the thing I was working on yesterday? I have a habit of not saving for some reason. Reverse, it just doesn't want to do anything. Okay, yeah, I did save it. I should have done the suspension a bit more like this instead, but oh well. Let's connect that and that. That should just... Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. This now comes in like so. Really? I am too tired for this right now. But I gotta get the videos up. Alright. Grab these. And bring it out to there. I also need to narrow these by 1. Like so. Okay, that's there. Lock. Let's stick it back on. Here we go. That is a proper sway bar. It's just the distance between here and here was too small before for it to work how I wanted it. Now it is similar to the rear end, so that won't be causing issues now. But it's still just being so weird. I need to put some kind of support for the hatch as well, because it bounces around a little bit, which is what that's supposed to do. But with that not having collision, it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So I guess I'll just leave it for now. And a couple people, I think, at least one. Either way, there's been a comment or comments on it'd be better without all the, like, holes and slots and stuff. That's all for aerodynamics. In real life, it would help reduce the drag a lot. I didn't do it for looks, I did it for performance. Even though this thing performs terribly. It might be doing a little bit better. Yeah. It's doing a little better, but not a whole lot. And it still rolls way too easy. It's not really understeering any either, but I'm not even excuse me, I'm not even doing 100. And it's being weird. My T1 Baja truck will do 300 across the desert. Like it's nothing. This thing should be able to do 100 on flat ground. But it doesn't. I don't like how the rear end flops around like that. I'm just not sure what else to do. Aside from, like I said, making everything adjustable. But then it just eats through battery power like crazy. I could change... Yeah, you can see it moving a little bit. I could change the front suspension back to being like this, but I don't want to. I set that to 60, right? Yeah. I do really need to do something with the gearbox though, because this 5-speed is, I think, causing a lot of issues. So I'm going to temporarily just pull out the gears, set the car down, and see what it does. Yeah, it's super simple. Right. It's not doing anything weird anymore. These are all set to... Ooh. Okay, these aren't all set to false. Everything here should be false. Okay. Let's try putting them back in. This one goes here. And then this one goes over here. So. And I really need to change it because of how it's routed into the differential, because that is such a bad design. First, wow, it's got like no torque at all. It's losing all its torque in the gearbox. And there's 2 gears in each spot, not just one. But they're the clutch gears, so they don't work very well. Not for this application. So yeah, I will probably look at it more off camera. And do the rest off camera when I can actually just relax and focus on it. I'm gonna try and make a gearbox that'll work, but you can see how it just, the gears are flopping around and not really working. Stiffening these, told you I'm tired. Stiffening the dampers, the shocks, seemed to have helped a little bit. Adjusting the sway bars helped a little bit. But it just isn't doing what I was hoping. Like, even the rear end is still being weird. I'm going to turn off the collision on the axles. Oh, I also did that wrong. there's just certain ways I like to build. And I like to try and have the ball end on the outside, like the steering rack. I do my building based off the steering rack, so the ball on the chassis side and the hub, and then the cup on the inner. I kind of didn't do that on the rear end. But it doesn't really matter, it's just preference and OCD. Alright, let's watch this not work. First to third, and it's still being weird. I don't get it. Some of my vehicles work really well, but then when it's a vehicle like this where I'm trying to make it work well and be a performance vehicle, it just doesn't. Like, my T2 works great. Even this weird, like, mid-engine version works better than that. And yes, it has the gearbox laws made, but even the other versions of this truck work so much better. And as you can see, it does wheelies. Come on, do it again. Here we go. If you shift at the right time, it'll not do that. If you shift at the right time, it'll carry it for a while. So I don't know what to do with it, and oops. I don't like uploading things that aren't complete. So yeah, it'll probably still be a little bit. Like, even this hot rod that I'm currently slowly working on, even this drives better than... Why is that? Oh, I forgot to hook the steering back up. By the way, even this works better than the race car does. And it's got really old school style steering on it. And it also does wheelies. But aside from needing an alignment, it's faster, it handles better. It has less steering lock, but how is this better than a car that's supposed to be a race car? Like, I don't get it. At all. So, I'm probably going to take a small break from building new things and focus on getting my current projects finished completely to where I'm happy with them. Because the Jeep still needs some work. The T2 needs some work. Everything that I've been building needs a little bit of work before I'm comfortable uploading it. Did I break this? Why does the camera keep being weird? Why does it keep doing that? Oh, I took the battery and gas tank off this, I forgot. They're right there. This, I'm just trying to make something all-wheel drive and compact. But, yeah, next week I'll likely make a tow rig for this thing. Whether it's using my transport truck, which I also have to do some updates on because it's quite outdated, or using my T1 dually or the T2. I'd really like to use the T2 and then build some kind of like gooseneck car trailer or something for it. Just think that'd be pretty cool. So I'll probably do that next. And then I'll work on the tuning and stuff off camera. I'm too tired to really think about it. And nothing I can think of will help. Rear end, however, does need another link. So I'm going to pop that out really quick and duplicate it. Put that back in. Duplicate that. Put that there. This one here. That is something that I've been meaning to do on this for a while, but just kept forgetting. Does this help any? No, not really. The rear wheels are still being weird. They shouldn't be cambered so much. Why is there so much camber on the back? Those should be straight up and down, not cambered like 2-3 degrees. Same with the front. And the front end is still colliding with something. I don't know. I will just sit sometime, listen to music, and see what I can do. Yeah. This is all this video is going to be at this point. It's all it has been, and it's all this is going to be. So I'm going to end the video now. Because I'm just driving myself nuts at the moment. I'm not really doing anything interesting. So, as usual, I could really use a hand with this one. I don't know what else to do with it. By the way, as usual, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, anything you want me to check out, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And as always, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.